Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela with another edition of Notes on the News, where I read to you headlines from my newsfeed. And I might have some thoughts about those headlines based on having read the headline or being an expert on the subject or something in between. But remember, it's not news. It's just my thoughts on the news. That's why it's called Not News. Let us proceed. I'm Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. 200 years before Nicki Minaj and strippers exploited themselves, there lived Sarah Bartman. Her story is neither sexy nor funny. The most uplifting and powerful rap videos ever. France, migrants frozen at the border. Hunting the shipwrecks of the slave trade. Batali's New York City restaurant scrubbed of his face, but otherwise business as usual. And that's my question with all these cases. They taking the people's names off of the stuff and saying they're not affiliated. Are they still making money off of it? They've already made a lot of money, like these people who were making $25 million a year. If they get fired, even if they don't get their contract, they've been making $25 million a year, to include among their job duties harassing, humiliating, demeaning women, raping, all of this other mess. Satoru Anzaki, dying Japanese man, throws end-of-life party. Found out he had cancer, so he threw a party. I like that. Oscar Pistorius hurt in prison fight in South Africa. He was the one he was an athlete or something, an Olympian maybe, and he shot his girlfriend through the bathroom and claimed that he thought that it was somebody breaking in the house, and they found him guilty and he in jail. And I guess he had a prison fight. 6 given death penalty for India lynching. So a man's daughter married a guy who was of the lowest caste. You know, in India, they have this caste system. And so the man killed the man who his daughter married and beat his daughter. That's what I think happened. Plus, other people were involved with beating this man, I guess, and they lynched him too. An Alabama high school resegregated after years of being a model of integration. Here's what happened after. Snowflake, unicorn, and all the other words that changed meaning in 2017. I think it's only 6 words on the list, so I don't know if it's all the other words, but it's a few words. Single men are more worried about finding a partner for Christmas than women. Here's why. The research has shown that for a while, that women have more varied connections than men. Men tend to connect to the women that they're with. So if they're not with a woman, they tend to be more socially isolated than women tend to be who are not with a man. So that's my theory. A new AAA study reveals why you shouldn't buy premium gas, because they say it's not worth it. A tick buried in amber with a dinosaur feather shows that the bloodsuckers preyed on dinosaurs. These are 10 of the unhealthiest states in the United States. And I think Mississippi was the most unhealthy. Tinder's new feature is a social feed from your matches. So once you like, oh, I like this person. I've never been on Tinder. I was going to say I never played Tinder. Then you can see their Instagram feed. I don't really have Instagram there. Twitter feed, their YouTube feed, their Facebook feed. You can get to know them a little better other than just a picture. Swipe left, swipe right, whichever, you know. Austria gas plant burns after deadly explosion. China is building a massive 1.5 billion virtual reality theme park in a poor neighborhood, poor community. And people are kind of concerned about, their quality of life being interrupted. A humanoid robot carried the Olympic torch in South Korea. That's probably your first. Unsolved, Amira Vaughn set to recur in USA's Tupac Shakur Biggie Smalls series. Yay, Amira Vaughn from Underground. We love her. She was Mama. What was the Mama character's name? She was the Mama. Not Big Mama, because she was Little Hot Mama, running things Mama. San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee has died. Here is his replacement. I think it's a black woman. Sorry for your loss, Mr. Lee, and your families. Storify, a once hot tool among journalists looking to tell stories using social media posts, is shutting down. Black Lightning, CW series, key art unveiled. Black Lightning might be a black thing because I think the cover art looked black, or it was something where I was kind of like, oh. EU government's complicit in migrant torture in Libya, says Amnesty. EU is the European Union. Oh no, Europeans couldn't be complicit in torturing Africans and black folks and African descendants. Tasmanian tigers were in poor genetic health, study finds. Australian town plans 150th anniversary for incorrect year. Y'all, they a year or two behind. The anniversary happened before, but they had lost some of their information in a fire or a flood or something, and there was conflict, but they done missed it. Bali jailbreak. U.S. inmate escapes notorious Karabokan prison. He was in there for drug trafficking. They hadn't convicted him yet, but he didn't, because you could get convicted to death for being a drug trafficker. So I guess he was like, I don't want to wait. And it was him and another American who tried to escape, but the other American didn't make it. I think the other American was like 57 years old. I don't know how old he was. Schooled by YouTube, media propaganda and distractions. Hashtag turn off the TV. This is old. I think it's from like 2015. The food world reacts to Mario Batali news with anger and a lack of surprise. These people been out here doing stuff. People know they've been out here doing stuff. They ain't really angry. They just, I don't know. They ain't angry. They just surprised. Rosa Pomodoro owner launches fast casual pizza chain. Irish DNA map reveals history's imprint. Atlanta star Lakeith Stanfield has fans scratching their heads over season 2 premiere. It's going to be later than we thought it was going to be. I don't even know when it's going to be. Tanzanian President Magufuli pardons child rapists. No, don't know. The photographer who lowers herself, puts herself into active volcanoes. She lowers herself into active volcanoes. Focus quickly moves from bullied young boys' heartbreaking viral message to mom's Confederate ties. I heard somebody say the reason that the children was pouring milk on him and throwing ham down his shirt is because he had caught some other boy Nigger or other girl or other child. Is that true? Y'all heard that? Ooh, these people in their white tears. Lake Erie can get extremely violent, and these are the photos to prove it. Netflix says 53 of its viewers have been watching A Christmas Prince every single day for 2 weeks, which some people thought was interesting, but also creepy. Like, Netflix has all this information on what we watching, how often we watching it, and they watching us. Early human ancestors started migrating around the world far earlier than scientists thought. A new study reveals the exact day and time you are most productive. I think it's like for everybody in general, like October 6th before the holidays start. It's like a Monday at 10:30. Read the article. An underwater volcano has made a mysterious new island in the South Pacific, and NASA satellites captured the amazing process. Kids are more anxious than they've ever been, and it's because of an all too common parenting habit, being all up on them, stressing them out. What? American Express will stop requiring signatures for purchases, and they're actually not alone, apparently. Debt relief for defrauded students halted under Trump, says report. And that's it. It's so dark, y'all. It's not that dark outside, but that's what I got. I'm Angela again. The channel is Be Fabulous You. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. Today is the best day ever. You are the greatest. You are number one. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We're working on 200 subscribers. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be